right. Well, gents, let us get to your stock picks up for today. Zwelakhe, what are you hanging your hat on?
I'll go with the BAE Systems, the defense contractor with operations in the US, UK, and Sweden and other European countries. Primarily because as Trump comes in, he's talking about these European countries that haven't been paying their fair share of their defense budget, 2% of defense budget. And you've put that on the table, I think that will support a very strong defense order book. That would be beneficial to BAE Systems, amongst others. And they seem to be producing very good defense products.
All right. Well, JP, on your side, what are you choosing?
I'm also choosing a company listed in London. It does seem like there's a lot of opportunities on the London Stock Exchange. It's called Bank of Georgia. Now, when I say Georgia, I don't mean the US state of Georgia. I mean the country Georgia in Middle Asia. That country, Georgia, Bank of Georgia. So it's one of two leading banks with roughly 40% market share. They came out with results earlier today. Very strong loan growth, very strong profit growth. The economy of Georgia is growing nicely. Yes, they've got some interesting neighbors like Russia to the north, but Russia is so occupied, excuse the pun, with Ukraine that hopefully Georgia is okay. There was a bit of interference with the recent election, but Georgia's candidate that's more closer to the EU did do okay. They also own a leading bank in Armenia, which borders Georgia to the south. So you've got a leading bank in Georgia, a leading bank in Armenia, both economies growing at a relatively high rate, more than 5% GDP growth per annum, relatively stable economies, notwithstanding the neighborhood, and not a lot of competition. And the fact that Bank of Georgia is listed in London means that you've got good corporate governance. I like Bank of Georgia at this price.
All right. Well, thanks so much for your time and for your analysis today, gents. Much appreciated. That is all for tonight's Stock Watch. Thanks to our guest, Jean Pierre Verster from Protea Capital Management and Zwelakhe Mnguni from Benguela Global Fund Managers. Up next, The Close. Stay tuned.